bet within your means, play within your means, and you'll be in the game for a long period of time, regardless of your level of skill. But
my boy William Armstrong here in the chat. E. McKenzie just mentioning flipping with Oklahoma from the booth. That was probably still one of the greatest stories.
I mean, my greatest D-Gen of all time was that moment against Oklahoma live on TCH Live.
For you and your friends at home, that if you got somebody you want to just play like $5 red or blacks with while you watch a stream, like you don't have to go quite 500, but I bet like you can find somebody at home.
The greatest part about that I don't know if it was talked about, and it was certainly talked about in public, so I got no problem repeating it again.
We got a hand up boots though with queens here on this 9-high board. Charlie here with a gut shot. Literally, it was because I remember we were reading out the boards. It'd be like we'd have red or black, and like everybody would be folding like suited red cards.
The greatest part about that whole night was the final one. Listening to the final one in here.
And, you know, we could have had an amateur.
A true professional.
You know, just, you know, totally could have fumbled that. But, okay, all kidding aside. Ooh, wow, Charlie here with a bet on the end. Boots getting put to the ultimate test. Wow, Charlie going full Leroy Jenkins here. 9 pairs. We probably didn't pay enough attention to this hand as we should. As Boots again open, he got 3-bet by Charlie. Charlie bet flop for 200. Then goes check, bet 1,000, call 1,000, check. So Boots has to figure out, is it Jack 10? Is it Ace 9? Is it, could Charlie have gone with 10s? Could Charlie have gone with Jacks? Boots probably going to have to put in some additional thoughts here to figure out what the heck this is.
I mean, it's about 80%. 85%.
I don't know if he's necessarily making it from the standpoint of like, oh, I have this much left of just like, it probably comes up with a reasonable number in his head as to like, what is this? Is this an overbet to the pot? Which it certainly is. That.
And he
it's
makes
a
a call.
Boots making the correct decision for an $11,700.
Tell me Boots isn't good at what he does. Please, somebody.
There's still the opportunity for you to show why you're the best fans in all of poker. Hit that like button for us. 622 currently. Those are 5 years in the league type of numbers. Not rookie numbers, but... All right, Ryan Crow saying that JT has been unblocked. We have freed JT. Or immortalized in the TCHLiVE Virtual Hall of Fame in my head of our Carthy here with a set of 7s on this 8-7-3 board as we return to the action. Both the Slicer and JC with top pair to an 8. Milton putting Night Court in his top 5, you know? You know, I think you can't make a top 5 without Night Court in there. Or
in no particular order. Sopranos, Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, The Wire. I will, however, never a huge fan. The Simpsons has just standed the test of time.
All right, so set of 7s here for Carthy. Now it becomes 7s full in this 2.9K pot. Carthy has got only 2.K, so this could be... trap set. Slicer's going to put them all in. He is, of course, going to call and show him that he's dead to an 8. It's going to be a 4 of clubs, so some minimal damage there for Slicer, but an immediate double up right there for Carthy.
We got a hand here, boys.
Yeah, we do have something going on. As Charlie has raised, Carthy going to trap with aces in the cutoff. Oh, I got a
couple
diamond
of
draw
diamonds
here for Charlie.
Could get spicy.
We're entering the tricky zone.
I binged it in 1 day. Wow. I couldn't 16 episodes in half an hour?
I
don't know him specifically. I think I had a word or two with him after the stream. Just about the mics and stuff.
Gotcha.
Seems like a nice guy. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I just, you know,
Just don't know.
Well, you know, once these guys start the game, and it's just sort of like they're in their space, and they're okay. So we've got a shove. Or no. Wait. Okay, so we
do have a shove.
We do see the all-in button is out there, so that would indicate to me that Charlie bet 500, Carthy rips it, and Charlie may have to fold.
I think Charlie's going to fold. I don't want to predict what might happen here, but
Push your chips out.
What about? Okay, so Charlie might be feeling like gambling here. I don't know. Wouldn't make much. There's not like a combo draw to go with it. So unless he just feels like, all right, I'm going to press the F.
I mean, he's going in here with Jack high. His thought process. What am I doing?
I mean, it is going to be. Charlie has less than Carthy, so I guess this is just, does he feel like he has enough odds to potentially?
I mean,
like it just doesn't seem that way, but
yeah. So Carthy coming in and effing the table up early.
It's Wednesday night, TCH Live, 5-5-10, No Limit Hold'em, live from Texas Card House in Dallas. Set with the Greg P. Nuts.
Oh my God! And middle set for
set
Chicago
over set.
Tim. Oh my God!
Just now processing what is going on,
What's
bro.
happening, dude?
We're about to see a $9,000 pot.
It's every flop. Oh, the money gets in, unless the run out kills the action. Raw's gonna put in. Oh my God! Huge bets. Tim's like, wait a minute, how much was it?
Tim said,
wow.
I've got middle set, and what are you betting so strongly?
Yeah, man, that's a giant. Admittedly, there's really almost never a reason for overbetting the
Oh
flop.
my God, boat over boat.
Boat over boat. All the money, it's gone.
It's checks.
It's checks.
Roscoe getting slick
checks.
with it, bro.
So sneaky. What? What are we, guys? What are we seeing? Put your money out
Or
there.
spades, and so now
Put-
both of these players are
put
like,
the
oh, a
money.
straight gets there, flush gets there.
Put the money in.
You've got to get the money in here, people.
Now it has to go in. If it doesn't go in here, I'm going to go shake somebody and say, what are you doing? Value bet your hands.
I down Tim with maybe
He
a
got
Hollywood
it.
situation.
Oh God, if he doesn't put in a raise here, I'm gonna do something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something.
Big sigh. You got to.
You
I mean,
gotta, oh my God, put in a raise, please.
I mean, obviously, we get to see the cards. So
Please put in a raise.
he's for sure going to.
This would either be the nittiest or most genius flat call ever. You never know. But he does put in the raise here.
A bunch of red chips.
And Roz says, yeah, I got the effective nuts. So, man, I bet she just ships it. Honestly.
Yeah,
I bet
3,800 behind. A 3X would be like
All
3,300.
in, there it is, boom, and a snap call, boom,
All
there
in
it
a
is,
call.
all the money,
$9,100 pot shipping over to Roscoe.
90
boat over boat.
100. Look at that. The money didn't go in how I expected it to, but it all went in. Wow.
You don't blame either player.
Bananas.
That was just a cold deck of the century.
That is called a cooler, ladies and gentlemen. I'm kidding. Give me some time to throw.
The nut flourish.
He's actually pretty. He's
ahead.
He's ahead right now. Boom.
Nice
How
flop
about
for him.
Diamonds. Top pair for Trampler. Diamond blocker. Chicago Tim. Overcards. No
I say nice
redraw.
flop. It's like he flopped a nice draw. And he's behind. Well, he's actually flipping with Trampler right now.
Sure is. Definitely good for a flat call once, I'd say.
Robert Williams, Adrian Hernandez, thanks for the subs.
How about us? How about we spike it? How about we spike the nuts?
Jeremy turns the nuts, and Trampler's actually got a redraw to Jack High Diamonds.
Sure does.
Jeremy's just going to donk lead here.
Donk it. Very interesting. Does not want a 10 checking back ever, or an overpair.
Good point. Trampler hasn't seen Jeremy play many hands.
It was 3-bet pre with 3 people.
This is the one Jeremy's been so patiently waiting for.
Oh, very much so. And a flat call there. Eventually. Got there eventually.
2,300 in this pot.
Give me a
Trampler's
10.
got a lot less than a pot size bet.
Give me a 10. Oh, I thought it was.
10s and 8s with a jack for Trampler.
Board pairing. Can't love it. Can't love it. Can't love it very much at all.
Jeremy looks confident. River card didn't phase him. No movement of any kind. Thinking about how he's going to present this all-in bet. And he does say all-in.
All-in, ship it.
Trampler's in a tough spot. He knows he doesn't have much behind, and he's facing a $6,400 pot.
He's got 1,400 total in his stack. Jeremy, stone-faced. Bit of a hard grip, though. You can see on the table. You can see the whites of his knuckles.
How often is Jeremy turning a single diamond into a bluff on this river?
I mean, it's definitely possible.
I mean, that's what you have to do if you're in Jeremy's position.
Yeah.
Or just give up.
Given that this was 3-bet pre, like oh, why when he calls? Oh my God, Jeremy getting the max, bro.
Huge pot for Jeremy. He's played 2 hands all night, and he just won a $5,100 pot.
That's TCHLiVE Thursday 2-5 match and stack, and we have got a very special guest, our good friend Lex O Poker here to play. Are taking suggestions, as we call them Lex O dollars, Lex O checks, Lex checks, Lexingtons, Lexos, Lexi chips, Lexalute.
The weekend and over.
Minnesota stream, or is it Minnesota stream roller? All right, here we go. 9s and 7s here for J-Stack.
I stayed there in October for like 90
In his wheelhouse here as he's cracked the overpair. Now J-Stack seeing here with spades on board. He is going to size up here to 335. Chase now going to go for the shove. J-Stack absolutely going to call. The turn card could potentially give Chase 3 more outs if it's different than a 9 or 7 to potentially counterfeit his 2 pairs. So King could help. Chase needing some help is not going to get it here, at least on the first board. Needs a 3 or whatever card that comes on the turn that would not improve. J-Stack's hand to potentially counterfeit for a higher 2 pair. Needs 3, 4, or jack. It is going to be a 9. That's a scooper duper there for your boy J-Stack. As the J-Stack stands go crazy.
All right, what about as a player? As a player, do you like in Chase's situation? So Chase got to see that he, would have lost more money if he called. Do you like doing this? Do you like knowing what would have happened?
No, because then I'm getting out of that mode of don't be results oriented. Don't be results oriented, and it swings my decision making. So,
what a robot GTO crusher.
Hey, Alex Torelli sitting chips, my boy. Great to hear Mike announce some poker. Great to see you back here in Chat Pro City, buddy.
You know what, Mikey? Sometimes I put on the
J-Stack
episodes.
moves in. Will's going to constantly call him with aces and snap. J-Stack's got kings and 10s.
Will's going to need his hair to grow even bigger, Mikey. He's going to need an ace or an 8.
Or any card that comes on the turn that doesn't pair king or 10. So he will get a couple more outs potentially on this turn card.
This is a 6.7K pot, Mikey.
Oh, wow.
This is way over the biggest pot that I predicted. Lottie knows he's going to win both runouts. Look at him. He just knows. The 4 is coming.
It's going to be a cool lady.
Just dead wrong.
First board going to go here to J-Stack. What's going to be the second? Redraw, and it's not going to be working out here for William Lottie with the Rockets and the aces. So J-Stack went ace hunting, and poor Lottie on the downswing. I know he's had